Welcome to PJTSU's online course on information handling skills for teaching, learning and research. This course has 15 lessons under 6 modules and each lesson is of 15 to 20 minutes duration. In this lesson, we shall discuss about online bibliographic databases, different types of search techniques and federated searching. Before we proceed to the search techniques, it is better to understand the basics of information retrieval. There are steps involved in information retrieval which are choosing the database, planning your search, search process, search techniques and then finally saving your search results. Before we proceed to the next lesson, it is better to understand about online databases. A database is a searchable collection of information sources like books, articles, theses, etc. Some databases cover a single subject or discipline, whereas others are multidisciplinary. Bibliographic information in a database is usually organized in the form of an index consisting of terms, that is, subject headings, keywords or descriptors, which describe the content of each document for faster retrieval. When we apply a search to a database, we use search engines. So, web search is different from a database search. A web search engine is a program that searches the World Wide Web for documents with specified keywords and returns a list of documents that match those keywords. Web search engines use programs called spiders or robots, which crawl through the web pages on the internet, index the pages and then add to the search engine. These examples are Google, Bing, Yahoo, AOL, Lycos, etc. When you search a database, a different kind of method is applied. A search engine for a database searching queries the databases and retrieve all those records that match the search terms in the index. There are many search techniques which can be used to retrieve documents from bibliographic databases and the internet. Unlike internet search engines, you need to transform your search statement into a set of keywords or phrases, which is called a search strategy, to search an indexed bibliographic database. What are the indexes? Generally, the terms in the title, author, keywords and abstract of every document in a database are indexed for quick retrieval. These keywords or descriptors are called control terms, since they are standardized using a vocabulary control device that is nothing but a subject thesaurus. Searching the database with index terms usually gives more accurate results. Depending on the type of search, the number of records retrieved from a search may vary. They can be few or too many. How do you plan your search? First of all, you should define your search clearly and write down a list of keywords and synonyms. You can even try snowballing to find out further keywords, synonyms and subject headings. Then later you can plan where you can combine your searches to broaden or narrow your search using Boolean operators like or, and, not. Decide where you can use wildcards and truncation to make your list of searches more concise. See if you can make use of proximity searching to optimize your search terms. Look whether the limiting options is available in the database to see if you can use them to focus your search results. How to create a search strategy? Once you have identified the concepts, that is subject terms, create a search strategy. For example, if your research topic is global warming and the role of fishing industry in India, the search strategy looks like this: global warming or climate change or greenhouse effect, and within brackets fishing industry or fisheries or seafood, close the bracket, and India. If you look at the screen, you will be able to understand the search strategy which is created for a topic like global warming and the role of fishing industry in India. Now, let us go back to the search techniques. There are different search techniques for various purposes. In this lesson, you will learn various search techniques to help you get better results from your online searches. The keywords you use in your searches are extremely important in retrieving relevant and useful references for your research. Once you have identified the databases in your subject, write down all the search terms and create a search strategy for retrieving relevant records using various search techniques. Now, as I said, there are different search techniques. One of the foremost is the basic search or the simple search. Basic search by default is a simple search technique where all the records containing the given terms present anywhere in the document are retrieved. It is generally called a free text search. There is a disadvantage in this basic search is that basic search usually produces too many records. Some of them may not be relevant at all. Basic search is useful only when you are not sure about the topic or very little information is published on the internet. Now, let us see what is an advanced search. An advanced search is a complex, controlled and targeted search where certain filters are applied either to narrow or broaden the search to retrieve exact documents that match the query. In this, there are various types of advanced search methods. Number 1 is Boolean operators. Number 2 is field level searches. Number 3, truncation and wildcards. Number 4, proximity searches. And lastly, you can use phrases and quotations. Let us see what a Boolean search gives you. Boolean search is a type of search that allows you to combine keywords with operators. These operators are also called modifiers, and they are and, or, not. They produce more relevant results if you apply properly in the search. You can use and for narrowing the search or for broadening the search. To exclude specific terms, you can use not. You can see the example in the slide for understanding better. This is the slide which tells you how the Boolean operators are used, and or not. And broadens the search, narrows the search, or broadens the search, and not excludes the search by limiting the search terms. Now, next let us see what is a field level searching. Most databases have more precise ways to limit and refine the searches. Choosing a specific field to search will help you in narrowing your search. Now, let us say if you are looking for an author, you can search only the author field by giving the keyword, giving the name of the author. Similarly, you know a word in the title, but you don't know the exact title. So, you can use the title field for searching the word. Then you want to pinpoint a particular term in the subject, the term can be searched in the subject field. And you want articles which have certain keywords in the abstract, you use the abstract field searching. Then truncation and wildcard search. Using the truncation symbol star at the end of a term or a string will retrieve all the records beginning with the string or term. You can see the example in the slide which is given there. For example, MIGRAT star retrieves any or all the records containing migrated, migration, migratory, etc. That is a truncation symbol. Similarly, using the wildcard question mark in your search term will replace each unknown character with a question mark. For example, if you type NE question mark T in your search, all documents containing next, need will be retrieved. You can use phrases and quotations to narrow down your search. Phrase searching helps in refining the search by enabling you to look for words together in a phrase. By using quotations marks around the phrases, the search engine will only retrieve those documents which contain the exact phrase and not the terms occurring separately or independently. For example, within quotes, drip irrigation will retrieve all the records containing the exact phrase, but not the individual terms drip and irrigation. Quotes. Use quotes to search for an exact phrase instead of using both the terms side by side. For example, within quotes, plant breeding gives different results when you do not use the quotations. Parenthesis. Combine modifiers to create a more complex search. For example, engineering and within brackets agriculture or farm. Agriculture or farm are similar words, but you want to broaden the search, combine with engineering. That is where you use parenthesis for a search. Nesting. This is useful when you are interested in two different aspects of a topic. For example, symptoms or treatments, either one. and root rot. Root rot is a single word which is expressed in quotes, and whereas symptoms and treatment are different, which are separated by or. This is called nesting. You can limit your search results using different kinds of filters to give you very few records. Most databases provide advanced options that allow you to limit or refine the final search results. The most commonly used limiting filters are year of publication. You don't want all the documents which are published throughout the period. You can even narrow down the results by applying the filter of year of publication in the document. Now, next is document type. Generally, databases contain all types of documents, but you want only a particular type of document like journal article only. So, you can filter the results by using the document type filter. Similarly, language. Databases contain documents which are written in many languages, but if you need only English language documents to be retrieved, you use the language filter by saying English language under the column. Similarly, country of origin. For example, the documents which are written by researchers from different countries may not be relevant to you. Maybe you target only a particular country for research. So, you can apply the filter called country of origin. Now, let us come to the last type of search technique, which is called federated search, or this is even called meta search. Federated search is a method of information retrieval where aggregates query results from multiple information sources. It allows users to submit a single query and retrieve results from multiple systems, even if the information is stored locally. For example, the library OPAC or a publisher's website, without having to query each of the databases individually or separately. This saves a lot of time of the user, for the simple reason, instead of searching multiple databases with multiple search equations, you give a single search statement and the federated search engine will search all the relevant databases locally and on the internet and gives you the results. Federated search is synonymous to meta search, distributed search, aggregate search or a discovery search. In other words, one search, many sources. If you can see the diagram given there are different sources where the information is available, but you provide one search, the search engine will search all the sources and finally gives you the results in one output. Now, last but not the least, once you have made a search for your documents, you need to save or store your search results, which is where it is very important to store your results. Many databases allows users to directly import or export marked records from a search into either EndNote, ProCite, BibTeX or Reference Manager for later use. Some databases allow users to save the records in a separate folder. However, there is a limit to the number of records permitted for saving. Sometimes it is 100, 200 or 50. For example, Google Scholar allows users to download the marked records into a folder into these formats, that is BibTeX, EndNote, Reference Manager or in a CSV type of file. This is how you can finally save and store your records in your local system or in a folder in an internet this thing. Thank you very much.